Well, good morning. Hope everybody can see me okay. There we go. I see Beard's on here, Bearded Fisherman, Lucinda, a little bit, Helen, Tammy B, and Helen Highwater. So, good morning to everybody. And how's everybody feeling today? Yeah, I hope they do fine today in the court. I doubt if it will be over that quick if they actually hold court and it doesn't get postponed for some reason. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Um, I got to expand this up a little bit. Yeah, that helps. Having a hard time seeing the fine print here. Oh, what the heck. Strictly, I see you're in here. Don, Fly in the Sky. Glad to see you're all in here. Yeah, I haven't heard anything this morning about John and Michelle, so probably I'm assuming it'll be later on, like maybe more towards supper time before we hear too much, unless somebody uh, gets out at lunchtime and puts something out there, letting us know what's going on. Yeah, I'm praying for him too. I hope it does go well. Okay, Meemaw, oh, there you are. I'm glad to see you're here this morning. Yeah, I am staying home today. Yesterday, I went in and got enough groceries to get through this cold spot or spell. It was 10 below this morning, according to my thermometer out there, and the wind chill was 41 below. So it was bad. And my puppy last night when I took him out, I don't know, he sprained his foot or his one of the joints in his legs, so he's limp. I think he's going to be a lot slower today for sure. I just hope it's nothing critical on him. I couldn't tell. It just all of a sudden he was limping out there last night. Uh, it says Noreen says got an old cookbook out going through recipes. Oatmeal cookies are sounding good. Yep, I wouldn't mind having one of those recipes and one that I can put chocolate chips in. I like oatmeal with chocolate chips, the big chocolate, medium sized chocolate chips. Yeah, Helen, I know there's plenty of evidence, but you never know how much a judge is going to allow. I, it, it's one of those things you could have a great big stack, but it's not. They're not going to allow everything. I don't believe it take too much time, and I don't know how much they submitted ahead of time if everything's up, presented on time. Uh, too bad we didn't have somebody there to give us a little preliminary to make sure everybody's up and running and the lawyers are there. And it sure seems like the shit hits the fan every time Those guys try to defend themselves. Uh, I really feel bad for them. It'd be heartbreaking to put all that stuff together and then not be able to use it. And it could be another week or two before I see two Lees in the pot. We got Gabe or we got Lisa there. Lawyer is present. Great, great. I'm glad. That's the biggest part of the battle, is making sure the legal rep is there. Great. I'm glad to see Lisa's in here. I probably won't stay up on here too long. I had some problems sleeping for some reason, and I don't know if I've caught something or. Tully says Shara lied through her teeth. Oh, wow. Why would she be involved with a bankruptcy? I don't understand that. Oh, no, that's not bankruptcy. Sorry. No, I see where I got mixed up with the bankruptcy case, and actually it's the protective order. Like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I'm having a little trouble this morning. The chocolate chip recipe is right on the bag, huh, Noreen? Uncle Mike wants to know what time is court. How can Shara be a witness if they don't have anything for evidence to back things up? I don't understand how they can present it in there. They're in court right now. Great. Lisa, are you going to get hit with any of this cold weather out there that I'm experiencing? I've got I had 10 below this morning with a 41 below zero wind chill factor out there. So it's a rough day today. My house is creaking and cracking and making all kinds of noises. And the cat lady says she's got 1 degree below with 20 wind chill and going down through the day. Hales is on the stand, huh? $70. Oh my. Well, I wish I was down there instead of here. Lying and whining stands to reason. Can you see the chat in there, Lisa? Okay. Yeah, Mindy says, I would think Shara's testimony would be tossed. Her screenshots has her side of the communications deleted. I think Shara went through almost everything that she's been involved in out there and deleted comments. I haven't went back and checked the comments with the lawyers being sued. Was it LMS or something like that? He had Bruce and her on there, and at that time she had admitted to being part of the legal team. Finally made it live. Tanya's on here. I need your email, please. I'll get it to you, Tanya. We'll I have to be careful about putting my email out here on the chat because it'll be there'll be so many on there that I won't be able to get rid of it. I got to figure out how I can get it to you, Tanya. Teresa, good to see you here this morning. I'm not real talkative today. I'm having a pretty hard time staying awake. I really am tired. Oh, okay, Tanya. I'll have to see if I can get a different email maybe so that I can post it, and then that one I can screen easier. It won't have so much of the personal things on it. And then I can get something back to you where we can keep it so that it's not out there to the public. Mindy says they hit 50 below. Feels like this morning it's warmed up to minus 47. Wow. Yeah, it does. When it gets cold like that, I have to be careful. I have to keep my nose and mouth pretty well covered. It affects my asthma and the COPD. I usually keep my inhaler close at hand. Tulise said she'd take care of you, Tanya. Cinda's waiting for breaking news. I don't know if we'll get any real breaking news today. If that judge gives a final disposition of the case today, that'd be almost a miracle, probably. Unless it's so overwhelming that no other conclusion can be made one way or the other. I don't see how John and Michelle won't come out on top. Their proof of what has happened, I don't think anybody can disprove it in any way. I mean, they've got videos of the harassment at Walmart, Ace Hardware, even the videos for the post office, the stuff that was filmed from different areas on a regular basis. Yeah, plenty of witnesses. I hope their witnesses are able to give their side on there. Noreen says she's got a gold medal flour cookbook in Texas Roadhouse. Copycat recipe, not good making yeast rise and need to get a mixer. Don't have one. I remember seeing a recipe where I think it was for making bread, and you didn't need a mixer to do it. But I don't remember where I seen it. It's been recent. Tanya says, I'm just joining, so a bit behind as far as little details. Don says, well, the judge make her decision today? It doesn't seem like, it's pretty hard to say. If she makes a decision today, it would probably be in the wrong favor. This is a whole new ball game down there with evidence from both sides being shown. And I'm hoping that the police reports are part of the evidence, because I think they're extremely important in the case itself. And if nothing else, those reports would show that should have never been awarded protection order in the first place, as far as I'm concerned. Boy, if you got a KitchenAid stand-up mixer at a sale for $42, that's a heck of a deal. Oh, wow. Mindy said she thought there was a video of him following them in the car coming home from Gainesville. Tanya says he should be pretty confident about today on his end, but this judge, well, hopefully she gets it, and she should. You never really know what a judge, what's in their mind when they're looking at the evidence like that. You just never know. Noreen says, I worked with a baker, and she told me take the wet ingredients, warm them, and put the yeast in it and let set until you are ready to add to dry. It worked out better with it, with my breads. Tuli says, I think she will have no choice. There's video evidence of Hales stating straight out that he is not afraid of Lynette Preston. Helen says you can, if no mixer, when you're making bread, you can knead it by hand for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I can't remember where I seen that recipe where they were able to do that. And the bread looked good, but you never know. Lee said, gets his face right into the camera and says it. Oh my. You know, I don't know if you ever noticed, but if you go on there on the Google searches or anything, and you ask for pictures of Jeremy, a big share of them have it with his mouth wide open. And I can think of when he takes pictures, he must open it wide open for him while he's getting it taken. Yeah, he can't deny it if he says it. there's been so many times that the guy just I don't know how he gets away with the stuff he does. As long as the evidence can be shown, they will be fine. See, that's the big thing. I worry about how much or what they're going to allow or what the judge will allow to be shown in there. It can get pretty discouraging when it looks like in the past, they never stood a chance because, well, number one, they weren't able to show the evidence. The court claimed that it was sent in too late or something to that effect. To me, evidence is evidence. I guess I understand that you want to run the court cases by the book pretty much, but I didn't really see how this could be by the book if it wasn't conducted fairly so that both sides could show their evidence. Ellen said the judge did everything without evidence, so this should open her eyes. I think there was some evidence that was given originally by Jeremy. Well, I know there was, and there was a witness, the mayor of that village. And the village is smaller than the town of Otter Creek. Yeah. Tim. Hello, Tim. Tim saying hi to Lisa and me. Yeah, there's plenty of evidence out there. The problem is being able to show it. You can have it stacked to the ceiling, but you better be ready to give the best ones out of that stack to get shown, I guess. Think about all the stuff that's going to go on in that case where there's 10 or 11 of us in that civil suit number 2. That's going to be a mess. I bet that's going to be going on yet 2 years from now. Sater Liz said, good morning to everyone in the chat. Good morning, Ray. How are you doing? Trying to do good. Tired. Well, Tanya, if you have overwhelming amounts of evidence that would take a year for one person to sit down and look, I'd like you to think about this. If everybody was able to show all the different videos that happened so far in this lawsuit that's coming up, a judge would not be able to sit and review it all in a couple of years even, and they would be dedicated to that one case. So I would imagine there's going to be some pretty good limitations on anything that's submitted to the court. I would almost bet on it. I can't see how any person or even a group could look at everything that's available. I don't know how much is presented in this case with John and Michelle. I'm just assuming that Jeremy is going to do everything he can to cram as much stuff as he can up there. And I don't know how they're going to divide the time up or any of that. The judge is in charge of the courtroom. I would imagine the harassment will continue no matter what, no matter how things come out, I would think the harassment will still be there. He's being all poor me. That sounds like him. The, the heck of it is, it's too bad things can't go back to normal for John and Michelle, and they can work with their sanctuary, work towards getting their place completed over there. Can open up some channels so that they can get some chats going and things like that to raise funding for the stuff they want to do there without having somebody on their neck all the time. Under the present way it's going right now, they can't hardly do anything. They're followed, they're harassed, they have a hard time even being able to put something up there to try to ask somebody to donate, much less get something like that. He will attack them. The heck of it is, there's a lot of people out there that are going to attack him. I don't know if there's going to be an end to it. Looks like, what's his name? David R. Only Me. He's catching hell from his own countrymen. What's his name? That one guy over there that likes to pretend like he knows everything. He was after David calling him names. So I happened to see the about 10 minutes of his thing there, and he went right after him right in the very beginning. Oh boy. The heck of it is, he'll go after not only them, but everybody that helped him out, no matter which way this goes. And he's made pretty much threats along the way. If you remember, he said anything that's said in the chats will be fodder for future lawsuits. I don't know if any of you remember that, but to me, that sounds like a threat towards anybody out there that chooses to go on channels to lend support to John and Michelle. So keep it in mind. Paulette's in here. Good morning, Paulette. Glad to see you here. I didn't say hi to Jamie this morning, but hi. I think the attacks have picked up. There's not much that they were able to get their jaws into. So then they went on the personal attacks out there. I know the ones on me from Tug and Michelle, I guess they take them to Rumble. I'm thinking probably if they were on the YouTube, they'd probably get taken down. I'm not sure. Tanya says, can you give me any info when they possibly will appear? She's talking to two Lees. Oh, Bearded, good morning. I see you on there. Well, it says here it is 10:30 and temp is 5 below. I don't know what mine is right now. I know it was 10 below this morning when I went out. It was around 5 this morning. And the wind chill was 41 below. So it was plenty cold. Bearded. You got to put your little nest egg away there, Bearded, and get that car lined up or truck, whatever you're going to do, and head out for milder temps. That's cold, Paulette. uh, Tanya said, same here, Ray. We are supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow. I don't know how much I'm going to get here. Down there where you're at, you were in a pretty good amount of snow down there. I know that. And it tapered off as it got further north, the way it's supposed to hit anyway. Yeah, I haven't had meatloaf in a little while. Well, I've had a frozen meatloaf, those little Stauffer ones, but they're not as good as homemade. My house is good and cozy, warm. No, I checked everything in here. And the heater in my garage is working fine, at least in the one underneath the house. And then I haven't checked the one out in my extra lot out there today. I'll have to go out and check it sometime today. Well, if you're nuts bearded, then you're right along with about 90% of the people, I guess, out here. You fit right in there, buddy. that puts you into the normal range, you know. Georgia, I'm glad to see you in here. Georgia says hi to everybody. The barbecue sauce, I put it on top of the meatloaf so that it kind of bakes on almost like almost a crust, but not quite. Just got to join the group. That's all, Bearded. We're all nuts. Oh, heck. Hey, did you guys see Leslie's video today? She put one out. Paul says, I was going to say we are all a little nuts. Yeah. It's the only way you can stand the world is you have to be a little bit off. And it makes you just as normal as everybody else then. Meatlack. I don't know what it is either. Maybe meatlack is a code word, Mindy. You never know. Tanya says, yes, go watch Leslie. It's good. I think about anything you could say about those people, the more derogatory it is, it's probably the truer it might be. And that's my opinion, obviously. I think they check all the boxes for sure. I am really going to keep this a little shorter today. It's hard for me to try to come up with a subject today. I'm really beat. I just didn't get enough sleep. It's just been one of those days, I guess. Maybe the cold weather or the house creaking and groaning from when it changes temperature so drastically, it does make a lot of noise here. Tanya said between two Lees and Leslie, Jerem does not have a chance. Terry Berry, I see you. Lucinda says she loves her naps. Yeah, I do too. I am going to take a nap. I've got to. I won't survive the day if I don't. Milltown's best. How you doing there, Dave? Super Dave. Super Dave's in the chat, everybody. He's been doing great out there. Just keep up the good work, Super Dave, and you'll be looking slim and trim pretty quick. Yolanda, good morning. Oh, you're having some tummy issues? You might be having maybe with flu. There's several strains out there right now. There says I was up for 36 hours and just slept 10. Feel pretty good. Yeah. Well, when I was younger, I could stay up a lot more hours. The older I get, it's a little hard. Did you guys get a chance to go over and see Dave's video today? He's got a video up. I recommend you to go over and look at it. He had a big smile on his face and a decent video, so you better run over there while you can. Barry says, I worked the third shift for 25 years, so for some reason it's just natural to me now. I just stay up all hours. Yeah. Edie, good morning. Says, hey there, Ray. I had to go in and out several times. It wouldn't let me chat. It said I wasn't a sub long enough. Oh, you know what? I had it set for a week. Should have been able to get in. You've been following my channel quite a while. Lionel said she'd been 6 weeks. And it wouldn't let you in, Edie? Did you have to change something to get back in there, or what happened? Huh. Yeah, we'll see if we can fix that right there. Scampy said it's happened on 2 leads more than once. Well, there's been a few times where it wouldn't let me in. And so I went back and tried to get in again. It finally let me. I'm not sure exactly. I think they must, it takes a few seconds for them to check each person that comes in, I think. I don't know. But I did notice that when there's a time limit for having to belong to a channel, it takes a little while for that to. Yeah, that's what I had. I've had to do that on different channels too. So it's something, a glitch in the system with YouTube. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Lucinda. Went somewhere else, come back a few times, finally worked. And come back and tried to hit it into the live chat and finally let you in. Sometimes it won't recognize you, another time it will. There's no rhyme or reason for it. Join the joiners. Good morning. Glad to see you're here. Heineken, I see you're in here. Okay, Paulette, I didn't see this to begin with, but wow, that's pretty good. Losing 100 pounds that's a tough one. I know with the weight that I lost, it's been quite a few years since I could bend over and touch the floor because my stomach could get in the way, and now I can reach down to the floor without problem. I think the sun might be out here for some reason. I've got my shade pulled on the opposite here. Lucinda says she was 375 pounds. Yeah. I don't think I ever got over maybe 270. Maybe it was the most I ever weighed. Ms. Lori. She says she got her coffee, chilling with the Ray of Sunshine Morning Crew. I needed this. I woke up to sun and checked temps, minus 41. Yep, that's what it was here this morning when I woke up. That was my wind chill factor, minus 41. Tanya said she got down below her husband's weight. Miss Lori says the bill's going to be insane. My bill went up from last month. Let's see, $75 higher. The bill I got just a few days ago compared to the one a month ago. So the cold weather has took a bite out of my pocketbook. There's get over me, man. I want to know what's going on when you go to Florida. Hopefully I get to meet up with you. Good possibility. That the date right now going down, I've got to get things locked in before I can hand any dates out because of the I was going to head down there kind of in between the two seasons down there in Florida. A lot of the RV parks don't open. I mean, they're open, but a lot of them are full. And I'm trying to get in there sometime after the spring break and make it as early as I can, though, in there. It'll still be kind of cold up here, I suppose, at the time. So it's going to look great down there when I get down there. It's just I got to make sure I've got a place to park my RV. No, I'm not going to announce the date. I'll probably be my own bodyguard. I get my concealed was good down there, you know, but I've had a concealed for a long time, so I don't worry too much. And now with the new laws down there, it don't matter whether you have it on the outside of your belt or the under your jacket nowadays. There for a while, they had a kind of a screwball setup for weapons. Most states now have adopted the federal statutes on it, and you can carry in or out. And my understanding is technically if a state says you can't have a weapon, they're in violation of the latest federal law. Now, the last time, it hadn't been very long since I bought an additional weapon. And I had to fill out a federal form, and they changed the way it reads. You have to read like 2 paragraphs ahead to answer the paragraph behind. So you can't just go through there and start checking the boxes as you go through or filling things out. You have to read ahead and then go back. Whatever you do, don't fill it out as you go, as you're reading it. Read the whole thing and then go back. Otherwise, you'll never, the way they double talk in there, you can't pass it. Mick 67. There you are. Okay. I missed seeing you come in there. Sorry about that. Tori, I'm glad to see you in here. May everybody do me a favor. Tori's getting close to 1,000 subs. If you aren't sub to her, will you go back and sub to her channel? And Lori or Tori, could you put your channel up on there so that they know where to go, just in case somebody here doesn't know you? I call Tori the Tiger. So for all of you out there, make her feel good today. And subscribe to her channel if you haven't already, please. You'd be doing me a favor. Ray and crew, I got a question. Why are men's shirts and belts made with the opposite side buttons from ladies' shirts? Any logical reasons for this? I don't know. I have no way of knowing. The only thing I could say is maybe it's so they can tell a man from a woman. I don't know. I think I've heard that question before, and I never paid any attention to the answer. Let's see. Thank you, Ray. Tori. Well, yeah, there it is. It's Tori's Jones Leatherwork. That'll get you on our channel. So, Edie, yep, I see you in there. Hopefully, you don't have any trouble getting back and forth in here, Edie. Miss Lori says, thanks, Beard. I've been hoping all is good for you, too. Join the joiners. I got a follow post going in my group. Let me go share her link there. Okay. There you go. There's Tori's address for YouTube is up. Everybody, go take a look. Tanya says Tori does amazing, beautiful work. And she really does with that leather. She talks and works at the same time. And she's swinging that hammer. I don't know if she's ever hit her thumb or her finger or not, but it's going all the time. So, are you back home, Tori? I was thinking you went back home. Lucinda said the position of the boats right, or the buttons right or left, was due to century fashion conventions where wealthy women were dressed by servants, making left side buttons easier for the right-handed helper. Huh. Makes sense. Huh. Beard says once he gets a little money, he's going to order one of those hats. So he made the hat for Robbie, I think, that one that he wears all the time. She did. Men's buttons are on the right to prevent weapons like swords from catching on the garment's placard when drawing them with the right hand. Yep. Yes, Tori's back at home. Was Beast one of those Muppets? uh, how you doing this morning, Marla? I see you. Word to the wise there. Shut up and sit down, Beast. AKA wrong forum. Hello, Ray. All right. Tony says, they Ray waiting for ice and snow. There's places that are going to get over an inch of ice. Can you imagine how much damage is going to be done when that happens? Oh, I didn't know that. Tori says Robbie doesn't wear the hat that she made him. He keeps it for his dress hat and does not wear it on a daily. I thought that one was made by you too, the one that he wears, but it looks like an Outback hat. That's what it looks like. Miss Campy says, isn't Coop on right now? He's your, isn't he your people? Talk about Beast. He says, you have to admit, Beast, it was funny. Like an Australian hat, yes, that's what I was thinking. Miss Lori hats. I ordered a cowboy hat from my friend from Law Dog Hat Company in Montana and was told to be ready Monday, custom made. Now to get it, drive down or get it shipped. I don't know how far you live from there, but you might want to get it shipped if you can trust the shippers. Tanya says he was just here to stir the pot. Yeah. The one pot that I worry about stirring is if I can get a pot of chicken soup or a pot of vegetable beef. Or I fixed oysters the other day and they were super good. And I just used milk and a few herbs and salt and pepper in the milk and some butter and threw them oysters in there. And when I thought they were getting close to being just about done, then I pulled them off the heat. Tori says, the one I make for matches the style that he wears. It will only wear the hat I make him if I make him one that looks like it's worn already. Aha. He likes a hat. I first made him to be used when he goes to events and such, so he looks really dressed up. Gotcha. So if you want to see some of her work, go over there and tell Robbie to dress up and put a presentable hat on. He'll put her hat on. So there's this clam chowder, elbow clam chowder that sounds good. I think I'm gonna give me some clam chowder. Yeah, I like clam chowder. He says, how long is 86,000 seconds? I don't know. It's a lot of thousands there, 86,000s. Oh, you want me to get my calculator out, I think. 23 hours and 53 minutes and 20 seconds. Scampy got it. Oh, heck. Ellen says, it's the time it takes us to go around the sun. I'll be darned. Are you pulling our leg or is that true, Ellen? Well, it's like a heat wave for you, Miss Lori. It's warmed up 6 degrees. You got to be happy, happy, happy. Chat GPT. Got it. You like to use the AI program, I see, Scampy. Yeah. Ms. Lori, yes, a tropical heat wave as I start singing delusionally. If you step out and sing right now, they won't hear it till spring when it thaws out. So nobody can criticize you. It is 11 o'clock, and I know that I've been extra boring today, so I'm going to go ahead and get off right now. I'm still pretty tired, and I'm having a heck of a time. I'm just beat, so I'm going to take a nap. Today is Friday. Don't forget. I think isn't Robbie live on Fridays? So you'll have some rock solid entertainment tonight if he's on. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in, and sorry I was such a bore today. I promise you I'm going to try to get a little better sleep tonight and make more sense tomorrow. Tony says they were boring. Oh, heck. I just come on here so that those haters out there have something to talk about. And I don't want to break up their fest for making money. Seems like the only thing going in town right now is they start out on one venue and go to another. And you know how good or bad it is by whichever one they put it on. I guess when they go on Rumble, they really enjoy themselves. They can open up. So anyway, let's pray for John and Michelle and hope that they come out today in court. Hope everything turns out in their favor. And hopefully we get a speedy answer to that outcome so that we don't have to go sleepless tonight worried about it. I'm not good at making jokes today either. So anyway, as John would say, ta-ta, and I'll see you on the next live or see you on Lisa's show this come Saturday. All right. Talk to you later. Everybody have a good day. And I'm going to end the stream now.